All right. So, hey, John, thanks for agreeing to be interviewed today and sharing a testimonial. Could we start with very quickly you sharing a little bit about yourself and what you do?
Okay, so in terms of training, I'm a parenting coach and a therapeutic counsellor, and I work within the space of supporting families of children with dyslexia.
Awesome. All right. So then could you share with us a little bit about where you were, like when you encountered me, like some of what you were doing to get clients, some of the challenges you were facing?
Okay, yeah, sure. So a lot before we met, I've been running loads and loads of badly conceived inbound marketing campaigns. So I'm a big believer in trying to show people that you understand their pain points and what's going on for them. And the problem I had was as soon as I demonstrated that I understood the pain points, I'd go straight into the sales pitch, into selling coaching or counseling or whatever it is that I'm doing. And the reality is people aren't ready to buy straight away. They're not ready to engage. So I needed to find a way to demonstrate value to them, share expertise in a way that has a meaningful impact beyond that of just a blog post or a video. It's an interaction that's meaningful, that means that they might trust what I do and want to engage further. And that's where I was at a loss of how to do that before we met.
Yeah. Okay. And how many clients did you have, previously before we met?
It was sporadic, to be honest. I do a range of things because I'm a self-employed consultant, if you like. So I have different clients in different aspects of business. So, for example, my blog is sponsored by various companies, and the income of that is up and down. What I didn't have in terms of clients was a consistent stream of clients to keep my income sustainable.
Okay.
So, and that is starting to change now.
Yeah, brilliant. All right. So could you talk about some of the things that we did together, some of the action items that we put in place?
Okay. Well, in terms of, there's two aspects, I think, which were the things that I've needed to approach and think about and unpack and do something about. And the first one is clarifying what my offer is. And usually when you talk about clarifying an offer, the first thing that comes to mind is what the sales pitch is. Until you really explore it, it's like, oh, how do I sell this? And it's not about how you sell it. It's about helping the client to understand that you understand what they're going through, and that it's identifying the right fit for their problems. And so what it's meant is being able to put yourself in their shoes and to be able to talk their language. There's no point, for example, me going to France and telling people about what I do with the perfect marketing campaign and it all being in English when people in France aren't speaking English. Right? I need to put it all in French, and it's the same here. Well, I need to be talking a language that my customers talk, not what I talk. So that they can trust what I do. So I think that's the first thing. And the second thing, the second piece was valuing what I do as well. So it's valuing what I do, but being prepared to put a price on it, and to kind of stand by that price. It's like, what I have is valuable, so therefore this is what it costs to implement this. And at the point when we got together, I was putting out something that was woefully not going to cover my costs or put any kind of value. And there was something about when you see someone charging too low for what they do as a consultant, then actually that puts people off. If you don't value yourself, then you can't expect your customers to value what you do. So I think they're the two pieces that we've worked on. So since we've spoken, I've put up my prices fivefold. And amazingly, I've seen clients come on board without even quibbling it. So those prices are going to go up a bit higher because I'm still undercutting myself, I think. But I'm now at that product marketing stage where I'm now getting the clients through the door. I need to be making sure that what I'm doing is actually meeting the needs and listening to my clients.
Great. Thank you. What would you say is an aha moment or like a real turning point for you on top of anything that you've just mentioned?
The big aha moment is believing that I can actually do this. I've been self-employed for 10 years. I've been getting different pockets of business from different angles, but none of it has been a process. None of it has been organized. None of it has been if you do A, then B will happen, then C will happen, and D will happen. I've got a bit of an ADHD mind, so I'm often kind of impulsive. So I think the aha moment here is actually being able to picture a machine where I can crank a handle and business starts to happen as a result of my actions, and understanding the results of those actions. And that's been really useful to me. And I don't think I've always been aware that that's important, but I've never really done it and used it to great effect. And I think this is what's starting to change for me, is that I'm going, okay, I can do this. And I know that if I do this, that happens. So therefore I'll do more of that because that'll get me more clients.
Great. And where would you say you're at now? What's next for you? What are next steps?
Okay, so next steps for me is quite exciting. So now I think I've nailed down the business development approach in terms of how I've got a mechanism by which I can engage with prospective clients. I can qualify clients. I can offer a range of services associated with their needs. Now, my latest thing that I'm doing in terms of working with my clients is a subscription scheme, which is kind of like a mini consultancy. So it's an affordable consultancy for the particular pain points they're working with. And so this way of working is new for me. It's essentially parent coaching, but it's just a different approach to what I've done in the past. So for me, over the next few months, I'm going to be tweaking my not my offer, because they've already bought into it, but I'm going to be tweaking the way I deliver it and really understanding the benefits of what I'm doing and what I should do more of and then what I should do less of. And ultimately, that's going to give me a much more effective product longer term.
Mm.
At the moment, with my price point at the moment, I'm quite happy with that, because it means I've got parents coming on board. We can try a number of things out. Parents will go away with value, that there'll be an impact on them, which is mostly around confidence to get more support for their kids in school with their dyslexia. And my aim is to make this an even better package for parents than we've got right now.
Amazing. Awesome. So, and do you have any kind of other thoughts or kind of closing comments?
I think what I've really valued, Jen, is that you've helped me to see out of myself a little bit. I have an office in the bottom of my garden. I've been in that office for the past year and a half with this global zombie pandemic thing that's been taking place. And I've been in a bit of a bubble for myself. And I think what you've helped me to do is to kind of look outside that bubble a bit, develop a bit of courage, stand by my convictions a bit, and to actually confidently say, this is what I do to people, and be able to actually articulate what it is I do. Yeah, and so often we know what we do, but we don't know how to talk about it.
Yeah.
And so that confidence, I think, has made a huge difference, and people have been more attracted to me and engaging what I can deliver for them.
Awesome. Amazing. Thank you so much for your time.
It's a pleasure. Thank you for all your help.
Great.